So let's use methods here in a class. So new class project. We'll call class. I already used it. So method and class. I don't know, whatever name you want to call it. Public static. So use methods in a class. That's really what I'm trying to do in this assignment. And again, I can go File, New, don't do this, and go to Class and create new class. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to put them all in the same program. It really doesn't matter, just to show you can do two things. You can either do them this way, or you can do them the other way. So if you want to create a class in the same program without having to go through File, New, and go Class there, then what you want to do is type it before you enter the main program right there. So in this section, I'm going to create a class. And let's say I'm keeping track of all the students in my classes. So I'm going to create a class, call it, here's my class, class. Again, if I don't say public, it's automatically public. If you want to write public, that's fine. Public class. And let's call the class ST for student. Here we go, ST. And this class will have the following things in it. It's going to have string, which is the name of the student. It's going to have integer, the age of the student. It's going to have character, which is the gender of the student. Maybe double. What information? Maybe balance. Do you owe any money to the college? Boolean. Do you have health insurance? True, false. So that's the information. I'm trying to keep track of it about each student. So that's what my class will have. So I'm getting a syntax that doesn't know what ST. I didn't save it. I don't run it yet, but that's okay. So I created a class. Now I'm going to add methods to that class. To add methods to the class, you want to put them in the class itself. Now remember, this is the main program here. Let me just highlight it. This is the main program or main method. So inside this class here, I'm going to create my methods. So the first method here, to print name and age, for example. Let's say I'm interested in the age of the students. So this method is going to print them, so I'm not really going to return anything back to the main program. So it should begin with the word void. Speak. I'm going to call it speak. And curly bracket to begin this one, curly bracket to close it. Well, to speak, you only have to say sys-o. And what are we going to do? We want the name. Write the word name space there. And let's put the name. Plus age and let's put the age, put space there. You know what, let's do printf, because the name's going to be different length. It's going to not look nice. So let's do this, the name and the age. Name, comma, age. And the format I'm going to use, here we go, there's my format. The name is a string, so that's %. And I want a line on the left, it's a minus, and I don't know how big the name will say, 20 characters, that string S, then put a space. It's going to be some extra because I'm not using 20 characters there. So it's going to be a spaces to the right of it. And the age of that, and the age happens to be integer, %. It will say 2 digits for the age. Then go to the next line, comma. Use that format when you print. Make the name 20 characters long, a line on the left. The age is a decimal, not a decimal, a whole value with 2 digits long. Now, at this school, if the student's over 60 years of age, is going to have no tuition. They don't pay tuition there. So let's do another method here. Method just to say no cost, for example, no cost for students older than 60 years of age. Most colleges have 60 or 65. If you're over that, you don't pay tuition. Again, I can use the word public here. I didn't put it there because if you don't put it, it's assumed to be void. Assumed to be public. It is a void, no return. This is the same thing. This method actually does not return anything public. I'll leave it without the public just to show you the two different things. I'll call it void, does not return anything. I'm going to call it speak to. Did I use capital S? No. Speak to. That's the second speaking method. And this one is going to expect the integer value because we need to know if you're over the age of 50 or 60 or not. So expect an integer value. We'll call it A for age. Curly bracket to open it, curly bracket to close it. If what? If A is greater than or equal to 60. If the age is more than 60, what do you want to do? So I'm going to tell the person, hey, good news, you don't have to pay tuition. So sys-o. Let's print the name of the person. After you print the name, let's put a plus sign because I want to add, I'm done with this. Print, no, up. I don't want that double quotation. I want to print the name of the actual person, plus, now put a space. I'm going to say you qualify for free tuition. Else, if the age is not over 60, and maybe I'll just copy this one so I don't have to write it there. Where's my mouse? Here we go. So notice I'm still in actually the class. I'm writing methods in the class. I didn't even get to the main program. I'm trying to set it up. And this one, maybe I want to tell them how many years you have left. You have space, double quotation, plus sign, and 60 minus A. Plus, double quotation, space, years, to qualify for free tuition. That will tell them how many years they have to wait before they qualify for a free tuition. Z Haddad, you have 10 years to qualify for a free. qualify. Yep, I said 10 more years. Maybe I should put the word more years to qualify. 10 more years to qualify for free tuition. A free tuition. Okay, that's good. That's this method to speak to. Maybe you want to create a method to get the balance. I mean, I can have fun, create any method I want to. Method to get balance. Okay. So method to get the balance. In this case, double or public double. Again, I have a lot of stuff to write, so I'll just skip the public double here. Double what? Get balance, I'm going to call it. And curly bracket to open it, curly bracket to close it, return balance. And that'll just give me the balance, if I can spell it right. That's it. So when I said get balance, and give me the balance, it's going to return the balance. And we can do method to get age, method to get, I'll just copy these. Copy. This is method to get balance. How about method to get age? We'll call it get age. And that will return the age. We'll do a method to get the name. Method to get name. So this is called get name. Return the name. Did I use, I don't know if I use capital N for name. Where is it? Get age, gender, balance, name, everything capital letter, yeah. Get name. Maybe I'll do one more method because I don't get crazy with this. Here we go. Method to assign values. This is the one I really wanted, to each student. Again, this will assign the value, so there's no return, void. I'm going to call this method set student. I don't know. What should we use for the name? Student. Set student. Set the value to each student. And this one's going to expect a lot of things from me. It's going to expect the string. I'm going to put in letter S. Is going to expect an integer value for the age, comma. Is going to expect character, lowercase character, for gender, G, comma. It's going to expect double for the balance. It's going to expect Boolean for health. It's going to expect all these values. And now it's got to assign them there. Let the name equal to S. let the age equals to the value in A. Let the gender equals the value in G. And let the balance equals B. And let the health equals what's in H. Semicolon. And that's all my methods. Get name, return name, doesn't like the word name here. Oh, why is that? Let me just go back up there. Maybe because I didn't save and run the program. I'll wait and see. But I don't see anything. Sometimes I don't see something, I just retype it. Because I said, I don't know, I don't see it. Return name, semicolon. Okay, we'll see what happens next once I save it. So let me save this one. And let me go through my program, the main program, and let me define the first two. And so this is the main program. Let's get to it. So I get the first student. What did we call the class? I forgot what name we used for the class. It's been a while here. 16 minutes. So class is defined as ST. See it right there? So let's begin by saying ST. I'm going to get the first two, I'm going to call it a student one. That's my first one. Equals new ST. That's the first student. Oh, it should be capital letters because I think I use capital for both of them for that string. Okay. Now, if I want to assign values to that, instead of doing what I did before in the previous one, like st1, like the way to assign value to it, I'm going to delete it, so don't write it. I'm just going to show you. Instead of saying st1 dot and age equals, and you put the value for the age 26, then the name and all that, that's crazy. That will take like 10 lines here. So I created this method that will assign the value to it. See this method here? So now I'm going to assign the value to that student. So here we go. st1. That's, I use capital S. st1, student 1, dot. And the method I'm using is set student. That's the method, so it knows to call this method. And notice it expects a lot of things from me. Go away here. Parentheses, and it tells you like what you need. We need S, we need A, we need G, we need B, and we need H, all these values. So for S, I'm going to write double, that's a string, double quotation, Z, Haddad. Now we can go to the age. For age, I'm going to put the age 62. We're going to put the gender. That's a character, single quotation for male. Balance, how much money you owe. Let's say I owe no money for the college. And health insurance, that's a Boolean true, false. And that will take all these values and assign them to student number 1. Student number 2, I can copy this and just change the information now. Command V. Student 2. I forgot to define up there above it. I should define here ST student 2 equals new ST So the name of student 2 now, let's give it a name, different name. Lauren Brewer. We'll give her a younger age, 38, female. She owes $1,213.44, 55 cents, I guess. And true, false, I forgot what health insurance. Let's say false. She doesn't have health insurance. Then we have student number 3. New ST, and copy and paste again, Control V. That's student number 3 here, or that's ST here. And this student, actually the name is Jean Marie. 42. Female, we'll say no, and does have health insurance. So now I can list all the information about each one of us. Let me save it and see if I'm still getting a syntax error. There's an error somewhere. Public static, the class. Oh, static. I know what it is. Oh, because it's supposed to be public static. So if I just go class, I'm okay there, you know. And again here, otherwise I got to put static. So here we go. These are public, so I just don't have to write public. The word name, string name. Why is it here? Get name. I'm looking to see if anything above it. Let me save this and see what that error there. Change method, return type to string. Oh, I forgot I'm returning the value. Yes, string here, because I use copy and paste. Because they know that's a string. That's not actually a number. And what about the age? Was the age, let me see the age. The age was integer. I got to change that one too. I forgot. INT. So now this is actually gonna, if you want to see all the students there, or let's see, you want to see the result of student 1, student 2, and student 3, I can use the speak method. Remember, the speak method will give me what? Whereas speak will give me the student name and the age. So if I want to list all the students I have and their ages now, I go, that's okay. Let's do that. ST1, speak. I think I use lowercase for speak. Let's use the speak method. And copy that and paste it a couple of times. Command V and make it student 2. Because it only gives you the information about one student. So if you have 10 students, you got to copy and paste it 10 times, which is stupid. So how do you fix that? Erase, but we'll wait on that till next video. And there's the students and their ages. Notice it says print the names, a line on the left, and their ages. If you want to show the balance, you go speak to. I mean, it doesn't show the balance. It just tells you if you qualify for a free tuition or not. So if I change speak to speak to here, it's going to tell me who qualifies for a free tuition. I think that I used capital S. Let me just double check where to speak to. Lowercase speak to. Oh, I got to give them the number. Age. I got to attach the age with it. Remember, it expects the age from me. Now, I can't just write the word age. I'm going to tell them which student, ST1 age. Take the age of that student with you. ST1 dot age. Oh, ST2 here, student 2. Take their age with you. Take the age for ST3 dot age. Take the age of student 3, oh, lowercase t, with you. Because this one expects an integer value from me, which is the age. So I have to tell them which student we're talking about. Here we go. Z Haddad, you qualify for free tuition. Lauren Brewer, you have 22 more years to qualify for a free tuition. And Jean Marie, you have 18 more years to qualify for a free tuition. Let's say I want to show finally, get the video's getting long, but I just want to quickly, sys-o, after you do that, just do this to divide them. And I want to write the name and the age of each student to print them. So I'll go sys-o, and I'll do print with format. Let's do it with format. So what are we gonna get? Percent. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Double quotation here. Percent. I want you to print the name. Let's make it 15 characters long, a line on the left. That's what the minus sign means. String, space. We're going to ask for the age. That's percent. 2 digits for the age, whole number. And percent now, I want the balance. Let's make it 7.2 decimal places, F. That's a decimal value. When you finish with that, I want you to put, I should put the dollar sign before that too. Well, it's all right, no dollar sign. Go to the next line. Double quotations, I want you to use that format for each student. And st1 dot, I want you to print get name, get the name. That's a method that will get the name for me. Oh, I hit the cap. Get name. Comma. Let me just see why it doesn't like it here. Let's see if I use different spelling for get name. Dot, get name. What is get name? Get age. Get name. Here we go. I use lowercase, I guess, comma. I also want to see st1 dot get age. Get the age of the students, comma. st1 get dot, what should you do? The balance, get balance. What is get balance of that student? And if I copy that and paste it, I just got to change the 1 to 2, then 3. Command V. Let's do student 2 here instead of student 1. And that'll get student 2 information. And we'll do student 3 information. So I'm using methods here to get the values for me. Otherwise, you gotta write dot name dot balance, which is not bad. I mean, and these are the 3 students, showing you the name, the age, and the balance of each one of them. It looks like I let my finger go here, and that's why this one is higher. Let me just go back and see if that's, yep, that's exactly what I did here. and save it, and that's fine. So that's the end of it. The bad thing about this program, if you have 10 students, you got to copy this 10 times. You got to do this 10 times. You got to do this 10 times. That does not make any sense. And usually a class has about 50, 60 people in the class. You got to do this 50, 60 times? The answer is no. Arrays of classes will be the way to go.